The special relationship is officially on life support. While the Pentagon was moving chess pieces for a massive air campaign against Iran, our strongest ally just kicked the chair out from under us. As of February 21st, 2026, the United Kingdom has formally blocked the U.S. from using Diego Garcia and RAF Fairford for strikes against Tehran. Without these bases, our heavy bomber fleet is now forced to fly from the continental United States, a logistical nightmare that turns a surgical strike into a global endurance test. The 10-day ultimatum issued by President Trump is ticking down, but the runways are closed. If you thought the war with Iran was inevitable, you need to look at a map, because the UK just gave Ayatollah Khamenei the one thing he needed the most: time. On one side, you have the Trump administration doctrine of overwhelming force. The White House has already positioned two carrier groups, the Gerald R. Ford and the Abraham Lincoln, within striking distance. Trump's math is simple: show the Iranians enough steel to make them fear total obliteration. But contrast that with the legal firewall from London. Prime Minister Keir Starmer is citing international law, arguing that supporting a preemptive strike without a UN mandate could make Britain legally liable for war crimes. The real sticking point: the Chagos Islands. Trump recently reversed U.S. support for the sovereignty deal between the UK and Mauritius, calling it an act of great stupidity. Now, the UK is retaliating by locking the hangar doors at Diego Garcia. While Trump wants to project power through the front door, Starmer is bolting the locks from the inside. It is the ultimate clash between unilateral strength and internation multilateralism, and the only winner is Tehran. Do not underestimate the physical toll of this decision. Flying a B-52 sortie from Missouri to Iran and back requires multiple aerial refuelings and over 30 hours of continuous flight time. That is not a war plan. That is a marathon. By blocking RAF Fairford and Diego Garcia, the UK has effectively doubled the cost and tripled the risk of the mission. We are now talking about an enormous strain on the U.S. Air Force, tanker fleet, KC-46s, and KC-135s that are already stretched thin from monitoring Russia and Eastern Europe. If the U.S. can't maintain a constant bomber presence over the Persian Gulf, the Iranians gain the freedom to move their mobile nuclear assets without fear. The ripple effects extends beyond the military. Allies like France and Germany are watching London's defiance. If UK stands firm, the entire NATO coalition could collapse before the first missile is even fired. The markets are already reacting. Crude oil is surging because the world now doubts Trump's ability to execute a clean, swift decapitation strike. Let's strip away the diplomatic lies. The UK blocking base access isn't just about international law or the Chagos Islands. The root cause is the fundamental decay of Allied trust in the 21st century. For decades, the U.S. has treated global logistics as a given. We assumed that in the moment of truth, our partners would fall in line. But in 2026, sovereignty is the new currency. London is proving that they are no longer willing to be a footnote in American war plan that they had no part in designing. Trump's calculus has been thrown into disarray because he forgot that hard power requires soft permission. Now the Pentagon faces a brutal choice. Do we go it alone and risk total diplomatic isolation, or do we push the strike back and allow Iran to cross the nuclear threshold?